to 70.3 Triathlon.com. I'm Ryan Walkenrath, and I'm here to talk to you about Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga. More specifically, we're talking about the swim course. So if you go to the website page, go down to course, hit the swim tab, that'll be the first one that shows up. 1.4 miles. So you're doing a little bit more than the 70.3. You're adding in 0.2 extra miles. So actually you're doing a 70.5. So congratulations. That shouldn't really make a difference because usually you're going downriver, and at this time of year right now is scheduled for May 17th of 2020. Usually when you're heading downriver in the river, you are going with the current, and it's fairly quick, and hence why they have changed the course. It used to be you started off on the other side of this little island here, and you kind of swam up river where the dock was. You swam about 200 yards, and then you headed back down to transition and swim exit. Excuse me. This year, they're going to start you at a different start point on the other side of the Tennessee River. So it is all downriver. So this hopefully does away with in the past, I think the past 5 or 6 years, two or three of the years, they've had to do away with the upriver swim part of the course because even the professionals had problems getting up to the swim buoys because the current was so strong. So they just ditched that part, and everybody did probably more like a 1 mile swim downriver, and they get done in about 15 minutes, which, you know, for the non-swimmers in the group, probably love it. For people that want a little bit more of an accurate representation of a 70.3 swim in a body of water, that is probably not as ideal. So they have done the right thing, and they switched it over. And like I said, it's 1.4 miles, but you're all going downriver. It's not that big of a deal to add in 0.2 extra miles. So you'll go to the swim dock and then swim down the river. So I would be prepared with, usually it's wetsuit legal. Make sure you have your wetsuit. Full sleeve work just fine for me. You're not going to be looking in the sun, so you wouldn't really need tennis goggles. That's not going to be as much of an issue. The key and the nice part is there's no turns, but do be careful. I mean, they'll put the buoys kind of in general, they show here in the picture, but with the current, it has a tendency to kind of push you around. So you'll need to kind of sight. I mean, you could cut, you know, try to be a little bit more straight. You don't have to stick right next to the buoys or anything, but if you're not going to pay attention very well, it's going to push you into the shore. So make sure that you're sighting on these buoys to kind of keep the best optimal line as possible. Usually the current is not so strong that if you kind of pop your head up and you're like, oh, I overswam so things, I'm not going to make it. You got plenty of time as long as you're sighting correctly. You get past that last bridge, you've got plenty of time to do some sighting and find that swim exit to come along Ross's Landing here and then hit the swim exit. So it shouldn't be huge problem or issue. Again, there's no other information with this. I mean, there is no elevation loss or gain with a river, but as I mentioned, it's a point-to-point start. So you'll drop everything off, set up your transition, and hit a bus and go over here. They'll give you morning clothes bags. So anything you don't swim with, put in there. Don't take valuables. I would take probably a jacket, just stuff to keep warm, stuff that if you lost it and never got it back, it's not the end of the world. To hand off, but you have a morning clothes bag, hand that off, you know, put in, you know, your tri-slide and all your nutrition that you want right before the swim, something to drink. They'll have porta potties, won't be a problem. So just make sure you're prepared that, you know, get there earlier than usual, get all your stuff, get transition set up, hit the bus, get over here. Usually I hit this race in 2018. I hit the transition probably like 10 minutes after it opened up, got my stuff set up, no problems, got my tires aired up, and then hit the bus. And in the past, they bust you over to the other side of the river, and then a little drop off, and there's like a tennis club over here is where the landing was, and had no problems. Was there plenty of time to relax, get set up, everything. It was a little cool in the morning, so I had a jacket and some pants on, so just be ready for that. You don't want to sit over there and freeze, or you can put your wetsuit on, but I mean, you're going to have it on for a while. There should be plenty of porta potties over here, like I said. So I think that's going to be the key, is making sure you get everything set up, give yourself a lot of time to catch the bus, get over here, and realize it's point to point. So you don't want to take your car keys, you don't want to take phones, you don't want to take anything that you can't hand to a spectator. And usually they'll take spectators back after the start, so you can hand stuff off to somebody and then catch the bus back to transition. You will be back to the swim exit before your spectators are back to transition on the bus ride. Guaranteed. I mean, I'm usually a 31, 32 minute 70.3 swimmer, and that's non-wetsuit. With a wetsuit, I did this one even with a little upriver swim. I think I did it in 24 minutes, 23 minutes, something crazy that's just not, you know, I don't, my swimming is not that good. So you will be done quickly, even though it was 1.4 miles instead of 1.2. So I wouldn't worry about that. So I just want to make this video, put it out there, make sure that everybody's aware that 70.3 Chattanooga, they did change up the swim, and I kind of predicted this in one of my precursor videos. I went over the swim course anyway, and it was originally over here, but they managed to change it to where it's now Downriver swims the entire swim, which I think will be a tremendous addition to this race and make it much more enjoyable and bearable. With that, is the end of this video. Hopefully you found it informative and this gets you ready for race day. If you've got any questions, as always, send them to me, put them in the comments. I'll get back to you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow that for more videos about this course and other courses and other training. And we will talk to you guys